Hey Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. With the 4th overall pick in the 2025 National Football League draft, the team opted for an offensive tackle from LSU. I can't say I was surprised, as the draft followed what we expected, except for the fact that one team decided not to pick a specific player. Instead, they made a trade with another team, which in turn selected that player while another joined a new team. This indicates that the organization has finally found a quarterback in need of protection on his left side. For those who might have been surprised by the offensive tackle selection, it's important to emphasize that this decision had been an expectation since the arrival of the new head coach. During his press conference, he made it clear that he wanted to reinforce the trenches and provide security for his quarterback, which was his priority. When we look at what this tackle can bring to the left side of the offensive line, we see that he is a high-level player with great footwork and a strong understanding of the game. What I truly admire about this athlete is his leadership ability, both in the locker room and on the field. Recently, a player who had been a cornerstone on the offensive line for over 10 years was released. Now, this tackle will have the chance to begin his journey and develop alongside the quarterback in his second season. He is a physical athlete who can impose his strength when making contact with opponents. He has an interesting burst right after the snap and maintains his performance until the end of the play. However, it's understandable to have some concerns about the length of his arms. This is not an exaggeration, but rather 32 5/8 inches, which is his current measurement. Many immediately dismiss him for not reaching 33 inches, but for another player who surpasses that mark, it didn't seem to be an impediment. Therefore, I believe this tackle has a lot to show. He has significant potential, and I trust the coaches will be able to maximize his skills. Even though this is not his first year, he has the ability to evolve over time. He can play both inside and outside, so if you think of him as just a guard, that's not true. He can also play tackle, which is likely where the team will use him right away. When I evaluate a player like this tackle, one of the most important points is his pass protection, which was highlighted by his score in a performance analysis from last year, which included several plays. The team made strategic moves in free agency, bringing in new players and keeping an athlete on the right side. This resulted in a robust offensive line with few gaps, something essential. It's crucial to provide the quarterback, who has an incredibly strong arm but occasionally struggles with accuracy, more time in the pocket. Improving this pass protection is exactly why I believe selecting this tackle was the right move for the team at the 4th spot. I've mentioned this before, and I know many will agree. This tackle might not be the flashiest name available, nor was he the best player at the 4th pick. However, the team didn't need the best player. It needed to address its priorities, which have long focused on strengthening the offensive tackle position. That's why I support the selection of this athlete. And while it may not have been a pick like others, the focus should remain on securing a strong offensive lineman. That's exactly what was provided to the team on a specific occasion. So, I'll leave you with a question. As we move toward the playoffs, the focus might shift to selecting the most promising talent available. Until that stage arrives, it's essential to address immediate needs, and that's precisely what the coach was able to accomplish for the team on a significant day. So I'd like to ask you, how would you grade the Will Campbell pick? A, B, C, D, or F? Personally, I give it a B. I'm hesitant to give it an A because we're still unsure how he will adapt to the league, but I really appreciate the potential he offers. This pick also addresses a clear need for the team at left tackle, so I feel comfortable assigning Will Campbell a B. I understand that some may disagree, while others may be aligned with my perspective. Of course, Will Campbell was drafted at the right position, being the 4th overall pick. Feel free to share your opinions in the comments section below. With an athlete like Campbell, I hope we'll get to see various skills from him during training. This will be the time we can assess whether he will stand out or possibly face difficulties. However, with a left tackle like Will Campbell, the team worked hard during the free agent season to bring in experienced players. When those plans didn't materialize, the team had to change its approach and rely on a draft, as the free agency season didn't unfold as expected. Now that they have Will Campbell, a league analyst commented on this new left tackle. He pointed out that Campbell's average arm length reduces his margin for error, but his remarkable agility, core strength, and competitiveness allow him to stay connected until the whistle blows, no matter the blocking demands. His skill set is comparable to a more robust version of another team's left tackle. This comparison provides professional context, and I truly believe Campbell has great potential for the team, both in his first year and in the years to come. In addition to this comparison, it's interesting to note that a player like Campbell still has a good potential for growth, whether in the first year or the second. It's not that the team is necessarily one step away from the Super Bowl this year, which gives time for his development and ensures he's the right choice to lead the team in the near future. I believe in the idea of complementing a player like Campbell with a young left tackle. I always thought a veteran would be ideal to protect his blind side, but that option simply wasn't available at this moment. Overall, I see that while the ADI situation with an athlete like Campbell might be challenging in some aspects, it also brings benefits in others. I'll talk a bit more about the pick made at the 4th spot in the draft soon. When engaging in your first $5 pick, it's important to download the Prize Picks app, and by entering the promotional code, you'll receive $50 immediately after making your first selection. The app is a must-have, as it enhances the gaming experience. Speaking of the 2025 NFL Draft, the first overall pick was undoubtedly the quarterback from Miami. However, an unexpected move occurred with the trade between the Cleveland Browns and the Jaguars, allowing the latter to secure the 2nd overall pick. The new coach brought an interesting player to Duval, who will likely play both wide receiver and cornerback, and it will be intriguing to see how many times he'll be used on defense or if his primary role will be as a wide receiver most of the time. The player selected 3rd by the Giants had a significant impact on New England, as had he stayed available, the team might have considered a trade or perhaps tried to pair him with other athletes, creating an exciting combination. Overall, the first offensive lineman selected in this draft was one that perfectly met the team's needs. The decision was prudent, opting for a safe pick. Despite other well-known names being available, the priority was given to what was truly needed. As the draft continued, a player was selected as expected at the 5th spot. Initially, I thought it would be for a specific team, but he ended up going to the Browns. Another player who many fans have been waiting for was selected at the 6th spot by a team that was also very interested in him. Then, an athlete was picked at the 7th spot, and I have to admit I had high expectations for him, as he was considered the best at his position. And with the previous pick, it's clear that the coaches see great potential in him. The 7th pick player was highly anticipated, and I believe he truly brings excitement to the team's future, as he can play multiple roles on the offensive line. There's a possibility of keeping him as a left tackle or moving him to the guard position depending on how his development unfolds. I firmly believe he will have a brilliant career as a left tackle. Now that he's part of the team, he can be allocated to the left side, where he should be utilized in the near future. The idea that he can be versatile on the line is exciting. I know some may be disappointed not to see more popular picks, but I truly value this selection and hope he builds a very successful career. I leave you with a question for thought. We still have a pick in the 2nd round. Who do you think should be the next selection? I bet on a player like my top choice. So share your thoughts in the comments. Now I'll ask the final question. We still have pick number 38 in the 2nd round. Who should be selected next by the team? My top choice for this pick is Luther Burton. I'd love to hear your opinion. The excitement has only just begun, and we still have 2 more days of draft picks ahead, so I want everyone to follow me on this journey. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In an unprecedented move that has left the NFL world in shock, the New England Patriots have officially signed one of the league's brightest young stars, wide receiver Justin Jefferson. The move, which came as a surprise to many, has immediately raised eyebrows across the league, considering the Patriots' recent struggles and the high-profile nature of the acquisition. Jefferson, who has quickly become one of the most electrifying players in the NFL, was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. in 2020 and quickly established himself as a top-tier wide receiver. In just his first few seasons, Jefferson has broken numerous records and has become a household name, known for his incredible route running, hands, and ability to stretch the field. His 2023 season alone saw him rack up over 1,800 receiving yards, a feat that placed him among the elite in the league. While the Minnesota Vikings have consistently been competitive, the team's decision to part ways with Jefferson has raised many questions. With the Vikings still vying for a playoff spot, trading or allowing a player of Jefferson's caliber to leave is a bold decision, and it is one that has left fans in disbelief. For the Patriots, however, this move signifies a bold and aggressive shift in their roster building strategy. The Patriots, historically known for their methodical approach to team building under legendary head coach Bill Belichick, have been in rebuilding mode for several years following Tom Brady's departure in 2020. While they have made strides in improving their defense and overall roster, their offensive unit has struggled to find a consistent playmaker. The addition of Jefferson changes the dynamic entirely. A receiver of his talent not only gives the Patriots a legitimate deep threat, but also provides a versatile weapon who can be used in various ways to exploit opposing defenses. For quarterback Mac Jones, this could be the move that turns his career around. Jefferson's presence on the field will create openings for the Patriots' other skilled players and could make Jones's job significantly easier. The pressure on the third-year quarterback has been mounting, and with a player of Jefferson's stature, expectations for the offense will certainly rise. From the perspective of the Patriots fan base, this acquisition signals that Belichick is not content with mediocrity. For years, New England has been searching for its next offensive superstar, and in Jefferson, they have found a player who can both energize the fan base and become the focal point of their offense for years to come. In a league where wide receivers are becoming increasingly important to offensive success, the Patriots' acquisition of Justin Jefferson is a game changer. While only time will tell if the move will pay off, it is clear that New England is signaling a shift in their strategy, a shift that could ultimately lead them back to prominence in the NFL. The NFL world is watching closely as the Patriots look to climb back into the upper echelon of the league with the help of one of the most dynamic talents in the game today. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.